Hi, and welcome to our channel, The Travel Boss. When you travel, you want a comfortable place to stay, delicious food, exciting things to do, and enough money to see all the famous places. Most of you try to find the best deals on hotels, flights, and even restaurants so you don't go over budget. And some want to know where it'll cost you the most to get around. So here is a list of top 10 most expensive cities in the world. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our channel, The Travel Boss, and share your views about the most expensive cities in comments. Number 10. London. Even though London is one of the most expensive cities in the world, you can still plan a cheap trip there. But you will have to give up the things that are nicer and more comfortable. Choose a cheap place to stay with a kitchen so you can cook your own meals and stay mostly in places that are free. Number 9. Sydney. It's one of the top 10 most expensive places to visit in the world, and it's the third most expensive place to eat out. In this city, food and drinks are expensive, but there aren't many free things to do. You can visit Sydney's free museums, art galleries, beautiful beaches, and breathtaking public coastal walks to enjoy the city's stunning natural beauty. Number 8. Dubai. Dubai is well known for its world-class shopping, famous buildings, and high-end hotels. It claims to have a 7-star hotel, a luxurious mall, a great nightlife, and what else? It is not a cheap place for tourists to visit, but it also depends on how much money each person spends. Number 7. Tokyo, Japan. Japan is not a cheap place to go on vacation, but it is also not as expensive as you might think. You can still go to Tokyo on a budget if you eat on the street or at cheap fast food restaurants, stay in hostels, and take trains or buses to get around. But Tokyo's hotels and restaurants are the most expensive, but you can still find hotel rooms for less than $100 per night. Number 6. Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the best place to go on vacation for people who want to see the world and have money to spend. But if you want to travel on a budget, it is not a good choice. Tourists in Los Angeles will have to pay a lot for hotels, food, tourist activities, and even rental cars. But you can save a little money by sharing a room and buying food from street vendors. Number 5. New York. New York is without a doubt the most expensive place to visit and live. It can be hard to visit New York on a tight budget, but you can still do it if you do a little research before you go. You can find cheap food in a few places, and if you take public transportation, you can also save money on transportation costs. Number 4. Zurich. People say that Zurich is the most expensive city in Europe to visit. Switzerland is known for being a pricey place to visit. A one-week trip to Zurich costs about $1,310 per person. But depending on how you spend money and how comfortable you want to be, you can still choose to see the city on a low budget. In Zurich, it is very expensive to get around and find a place to stay. Number 3. Hong Kong. If you want to live like a millionaire, you should go to Hong Kong, but you must be a millionaire before you can even think about buying a home there. Here, the price per square meter for a home is the highest in the whole world. If you want to buy an apartment close to the city center, you will have to pay more than $25,000 per square meter. A small apartment of 40 square meters might cost about $1 million. If you want to rent a house, don't think that it will be cheap. Number 2. Paris, France. You can't forget about Paris, France, which is a well-known city that gets a lot of tourists every year. Paris is also known as the City of Romance, and couples in love often go there to spend time together. Tourists spend the most money when they go there on vacation. People love to check out its cute cafes, chocolates, wines, pastries, and the pretty Eiffel Tower at night. It is the best city for newlyweds to visit, but it costs a lot. Number 1. Singapore. Singapore is the most expensive place for tourists to visit in the world. In this expensive city, it costs a lot of money to get around. If you want to buy and use a car, you'll need a lot of money saved up. To control the number of cars on the road, Singapore's government keeps the car rate high. Aside from this, prices for clothes and even food are higher. It is the most developed city, and there is a lot going on in the food scene. So these are the top 10 most expensive cities in the world. Do you agree with our list and think that Singapore is most expensive city in the world? Share your views in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Travel Boss. Thanks for watching.